Hey everybody, this is Joey O'Gormley over here at Peoria Ford. Guess what I got for you today? We got a brand new 2019 Expedition Max Limited with the Tri-Coat White Platinum paint. This is a gorgeous vehicle. Look out Escalade, look out Yukon, look out all the other ones because this one's taking over. So what I want to start with is the complete and total redesign. The front looks different. Everything looks different about this vehicle. It embodies luxury and performance at the same time. You can see in the front, you've got your quad beam LED headlights. You could light up the dark side of the moon with these. So bright. Now, it's got the Ford Save and Smart package in it. So what that means to you, you've got your front-facing camera right here. You've got your lane assist camera up in the rear view mirror up there. And the other great thing is, this is, like I said, it's an Expedition Max Limited. So it's perfect for the long road trips with your entire family. So it's got the advanced cruise control. That's going to help while you're on the highway because you know you're going to run into those semis. You know that you're going to run into everything else. It's going to slow you down until you're able to get around that vehicle and continue on. So it's going to take a lot of the guesswork out of it for you, along with the lane assist on those long road trips. If you start kind of veering off, it's going to let you know, hey, you're over the line. Get back into line. If you keep doing it, there's going to be a coffee cup that shows up in your heads-up display or your dash. My apologies. It's not a jet pilot or a jet fighter yet. We're getting there. But it'll show up and say, hey, maybe you need to take a break, get some coffee, kind of wake yourself up. We want to make sure that you're safe in this brand new vehicle, okay? The next thing is this is an all-wheel drive. Not a 4x4, but an all-wheel drive vehicle. So you can switch from 2 high to 4 all-time. So if you run into any inclement weather, say rain, snow, ice, anything like that, it's going to help you out with that. On top of the 20-inch rims as well, the thing, like I said, we're embodying class. Fancy. Getting ready to go. Okay? Now this does have the 360-degree backup camera system. It's kind of hard to show you on video, so you're just going to have to come down and see it for yourself. But what that is there's a total of 5 cameras. You've got 1 camera underneath each side mirror. You've got your camera in the front, camera in the back, and your lane keeping camera. And what that does is that generates a bird's eye view while you're backing up. And I promise you it's 100% accurate. And I'll show you why they did. Another reason why they have that. So if you come on in here. Right here, this little P button with the steering wheel. This thing will park itself. It will do perpendicular parking, which is backing in, or it'll do the parallel park, the dreaded parallel park. So when your kids go to their driving test, if they can do it very discreetly, they'll pass with flying colors because this thing will get you within an inch of the curb. The other cool thing is everything is controlled by the steering wheel. If you need it controlled by the steering wheel, it will be controlled. You have your advanced cruise control. You have your audio settings, your telephone settings. Right in here, this one, you can control all your gauges in here. This one controls whether you want to change the station, whether you want to change the track on the CD if you actually still use them. I don't judge. Lets you control the volume, lets you control the mode your stereo's in. You can go from satellite radio, MP3, your phone, everything. Now the really cool thing about it being a limited is it's got the Bang & Olufsen stereo system in it. Okay? It sounds amazing. I love it. Your kids are gonna love it. One of the other things is, I know it's kind of like a toss-up between people, but I love it. You have the panoramic twin panel moonroof right above me. You can see that right up there. That thing is amazing. I love it. I'll let you be the judge. Up here, now you have your HomeLink. What is HomeLink? Well, some security systems, most of them actually, have what's called HomeLink. So one button, you can open your garage door. Two button, you can turn the lights on in your house. And the third button, you can disarm your alarm. Walk right in. As if you had been there the whole time. Okay? Now, the cool thing about this vehicle is we finally decided, hey, we need to be more technologically advanced. And I know that some of the Chevys and some of the GMCs, which is basically the same company, they all had the wireless charging pad before us, but you want to know what? We made the wireless charging pad more adaptable. So right down in here is the wireless charging pad for your phone. Okay? Now, the cool thing about it is, my phone's got an OtterBox on it. If I were to set this down on a GM charging pad, it will not charge. GM charging pad is just not strong enough. But if I were to set it down in here, it actually charges. It will charge through the OtterBox, no problem whatsoever. So, let's go ahead and go over to... Actually, before I do that, you'll notice the running boards. They're power fold. So when I shut the door, they're going to go back up underneath, and you don't have to worry about it. You maintain your sleek design. We're going to come around to the back. Now you notice it's got the captain seats in the middle. That's my favorite part. Because sometimes you need to just get back to that third row seat to correct the child. This way you don't have to crawl over the seat. You can just walk right there. Of course, if you're the passenger. And please don't do this while the vehicle's in motion. I do not recommend this. I want you to maintain safety at all times. But just saying. The other great thing about it is, say you have booster seats. You have little tiny kids, not big kids. It's always a pain. Because sometimes if you have to move this seat back, you have to take that out, move it back, let the other people in, put the seat back in, or just forget about it and not bring the kids with you. Well, this time, Ford thought of that. We want you to take your kids with you on the road trips, people. Family is important. So, what they did, the whole seat slides forward. You do not have to remove the child safety seat. You can leave the seat in there. I do recommend you take the child out of the seat before you do this. But you can leave the seat in it without having to do anything else. And you still have room to crawl into the back. How amazing is that? I'm going to grab my phone from my assistant real quick. Now, if you look over here, you have your USB ports right here. And you have your AC 110. Now, you have your own separate air conditioning or climate control system for the back. So you don't have to worry about the kids yelling at you, it's too hot, it's too cold. You can have yours, your wife can have hers, your kids can have theirs. No worries. Alright? Now here's the other thing. They can also control their own music. Not too loud though, because you don't want it to interfere with your music or change your music. But it is an option, okay? Now if I go all the way back, I mean this thing is ginormous. It's huge. You have tons of room, okay? Now here's one of the really cool features that a lot of people tend to forget about. You have a spy mirror right there. So you can watch what your kids are doing in the back without taking your eyes off the road. How awesome is that? Can you tell I'm a parent? Give the phone back over to my lovely assistant. Now we come around to the back of it. Now this is a foot activated lift gate. I'm not sure. It might not work for me because I don't think I have the keys on me. but it does have it. Put your foot underneath and it should open up, but I don't have the keys, so we'll just go ahead and push the button. So it is still a powerful or power lift gate, so you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling that thing up. Now this is the max, so you do get an extra foot of storage. What you have back here, you have little cubbies. You put all your stuff in there. You've got access to your jack, you got access to your funnel, you've got your cargo netting, some of your trailer wire hitch. Now here's the really cool thing. Remember how I told you this thing is huge? You've got buttons in the back here. It's going to control the seats. It will also do it for the middle row. Look at how much room you have. You have basically just turned this into a truck with a camper shell. Now I wouldn't throw like huge bags of cement in there, but hey, if you wanted to, you could. All right. Now this thing, it is powered by the 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost motor. It does have a tow capacity of 9,000 pounds. Right here, most of the time, I don't want to pull too hard right now. I don't own the vehicle yet. You won't break it, but you have your trailer hitch behind there with all your wiring, and you can get them installed with the trailer brake controller. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for going over this vehicle with me. I look forward to when you want to come down and test drive it for yourself. Once again, my name is Joseph Gormley from Peoria Ford. Do you have any questions, comments, give me a call. Telephone number is 623-977-8888. Thank you again and have a great day.